Okay, so yes, it's energy balance. So that means the Ascended Masters. And who have we got here? Really fantastic. There isn't much better than this. And it's Vishnu and trust. Beautiful. Look at him coming out the sea there. Beautiful. Love this. Which of course is one of the central teachings, is to be able to trust, and have faith in everything, and everything unraveling in the right way. Yeah, Vishnu is awesome. And I always think of Vishnu as a very loving, benevolent kind of being, body, God. And I think about this trust is about love and service. So if we're always in service to ourselves or other people, or our spiritual growth, well-being, we cannot go wrong. And I also think Vishnu is like a nice safe. It's holding us safe. Sometimes it's good to kind of do strong actions and be very kind of vital, but sometimes it's time to just let ourselves be held, feel safe, and to bring everything that is out of balance, back into harmony, protection and mercy. Very merciful, I always think, Vishnu. So we're going to begin seated. Oh, now I have one more thing. I wanted just to put another layer on top of that, because I thought trust, let's see, there's a wonderful quote here by Goethe. As soon as you trust yourself, you will know how to live. There you go. So it's just about the trust. That's all simple. It's not so easy. We know this. But it is a great guidance. So we're sitting. And let's just rub the knees. We're going to go gentle, kind, loving. And we're giving service to our bodies here and our minds here. Let the hands just rest on the knees. And just lift the chest. Feel that centeredness of the center, the heart. And as you lift the chest, you feel the crown lifting. Feel that silver thread lifting up into the universe, and the roots from the base going down into the center of the earth. So you feel that holding, you feel held. Close the eyes, back of the neck is long, heart nice and open, the center of the center. And we'll chant the mantra Om 3 times, loud and long. Nice open mouth, relax the jaw, let your sound out. Good, breathing in. Keep your eyes closed for a second longer, just enjoying and feeling that vibration. We've already cleansed and lifted our vibration. And just check in with yourself briefly. See, how do I feel today in this moment? Maybe I feel different in this moment than I did 5 minutes ago. How do I feel? How's my body feel? How's my energy? How's my emotional body? Yeah, just acknowledge that. Give it some acknowledgement. Okay, and then open the eyes, interlink the fingers, breathe into the nostrils. And I'm breathing out, pushing the hands, pushing up through the elbows. Yeah, feel that lovely contraction between the shoulder blades, lots of length there. Breathe, lengthen the waist, breathe. Long inhale in, long hail. Exhale out through the nostrils. One more breath in. And breathing out. We lower the hands down slowly back down. And we bring them into the heart center. Maybe even connecting the thumbs, just pressing gently into the heart center. Sitting nice and tall, shoulders back down, away from the ears. Now we're going to open the heart a little bit. So breathe out to begin. Maybe looking down at the fingertips. And then as you inhale, lift the gaze, lift the chin. Open the hands up wide, open the chest, shoulders opening, and then breathing out. We're coming back to the heart, bringing the hands together, pressing together evenly and looking down at the fingertips. So we have a little bit of movement in the neck as well, only gentle. Breathing in and breathing out, keeping the mind focused on the activity, the movement of the breath, and the movement of the body. Inhaling, taking those arms as far back, open the heart wide, and then coming back into ourselves. So we have this expansive movement, this heart opening, lifting and opening the throat. That's all about the breath, really. And then we come back into ourselves and looking down at the fingertips there, even touching the thumbs into the chest. Let's go one more time, breathing in. Big inhale. So we've got a balance between the inside and the outside. I'm feeling that sense of balance coming into the body. Now we're going to take the right hand onto the left knee and the left hand behind. We're going to come into a twist, seated twist. Start off by facing forward. The chest is facing forward. Lift the chest, but drop the shoulders down. Back of the neck long. Breathe in. Very bright. And then as you breathe out, the ribs are coming around to the left, the belly, the chest, the left shoulder. Keep the shoulders down, just twisting and turning the head around, keeping the neck really long, chin tucked in, head on top of the body. Every inhale, lift and lengthen. Create lots of space in your central column. But feel that space going right to the crown of the head and lifting the crown even further, even higher. Base the spine going down. Breathe deeply. Last out breath, twisting a little deeper, seeing if there's a bit more space. Opening up the body. One more breath in and untwist to the front. Yeah. Have a little wriggle there. Take the right hand behind. Left hand on the right knee. Breathing in, lift the chest. Breathing out. The belly's coming around to the right. Breathing in, lift and lengthen. You feel the belly expand. And then the ribs and the chest and the right shoulder. Breathing out, breathing in. Lengthening wherever you are, and then breathing out, twisting a little deeper, turning the head, looking behind you, the nose is looking behind you, keep the shoulders down, spine is long. Keep lifting the chest, keep expanding the chest space with the breath. Feel that in the front and the back of the chest. Twisting a little deeper on that out breath, and then inhaling and exhaling and twisting to the front. Good. So we're going to do a little bit of stirring up with the humming bee breath. Again, let's raise the vibration with that lovely humming sound. Hands can rest on the knees. So we're going to go around in a little circle. So first of all, before we go in that circle, we need to lengthen this line again. Keep reminding ourselves to keep very long. Inhaling, and as you exhale, we're going to make the humming bee sound. Leaning forward as far as you can, then around to the right. Back and over to the left, and forwards again. So we'll go around a few times this way. Close your eyes if you want to as well. Focusing your attention in the center of your head, in the very middle of your head. Coming to the end of that hum, the end of that out breath, come to center. Just take a pause to notice, witness your body, your feeling, and then we'll go the other way. Same thing, breathe in, lift and lengthen, breathing out on the hum. Keep that length in the spine always. Down to the left, back, and then over to the right. Coming to center, just resting for a second in the center. And let's stretch our legs out. Give our legs a stretch, nice and wide. A nice musical accompaniment. Give our legs a little rub. Yeah, give the legs, thighs a rub, knees another little rub. Toes are going towards the ceiling. We're going to come into this lion. So we're going to lean forwards, take the body forwards, the claws forwards, the tongue and the eyes, and the rasping in the throat. So let's breathe in. Yeah, really Express that breath. Again, breathing in. You can go out this way if you want to now. Making sure the body goes forward, the chest goes forward. And again, breathing in. Make that really loud. Expression. Feel that fire in the heart. Breathing in one more time. Good. And then gather the legs up. Hug the legs into the body. And bring your head to your knees. Let the back of the neck relax and lengthen naturally. And just feel that lovely holding, you know, that I'm safe, I'm here, I'm contained, I'm protected. Breathing in through the nostrils. Right for the mat. Good. And then lift the head and take the knees out to the side. Come into the Cobra. Tadasana, bringing the soles of the feet together, holding onto the toes or the ankles, whichever feels more accessible for you. And we start off by sitting up really tall. So we get the back in the position first. Don't worry about where the knees are, where the hips are. So we're going to lift the chest, drop the shoulders down, and back, dropping the shoulders backwards, as if you're pressing the shoulders and the back against a wall behind you. And the back of the head is also touching that wall. So once you've got that lovely upright, strong position, then you can start to bring the knees down to the sides. They might just move a little millimeter, but you never know. If you're holding on to the ankles or toes, it really gives you something to kind of work with, have that kind of dynamic. So you're pulling the toes and the knees are going down. So it just helps that movement. And breathe. Keep lifting the heart. Keep the back of the neck long. And breathe deeply into the chest. Breathing in. And breathing out. Then release that. Bring the thumbs into the center of the foot. Have a look at your feet. Just press. You can either just do pressing right in the center or wherever you feel. You kind of intuitively know. You can feel what feels good. You know, what feels like, oh, that's really giving myself a little bit of balm here. Or circles always feels really nice in the center of the foot, pressing with the thumbs there. Now we're going to just do a different movement. So we were sitting very tall. Now we're going to bend the spine. So let the head drop down as if the head's going to come into this space between the feet. The crown is working towards that. And we open up the feet with the thumbs in the center. Breathing in and out deeply through the nostrils. Gradually curling the spine as much as possible, making it as kind of curved as possible, tucking that chin in. Good. And then very slowly unravel. Unravel, lifting the head up, lift the knees up. Good. Hug the knees again. Bring the face to the knees. Breathe into the nostrils. Have a little sigh here. Good. And then we come onto the side and come onto all fours. So get the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Make sure there's space between both. Nice springy elbows. Chest is open, shoulders down away from the ears. So you have a lovely open, active chest. Let's do these opposite movements. So going to lift the right arm and left leg. Nice long line here. So the leg is neither dipped down nor up higher than the line of the spine. Breathing out, bringing the hand down, knee down. So going with your breath, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling, looking to where the hand is going as it lifts off the ground. So the eyes go with that hand, breathing in and breathing out. Moving smoothly and mindfully with the breath. So body and breath in harmony. It's often, as simple as that, bringing the body and the breath into harmony, everything just becomes much more clear. We get clarity, we feel a sense of well-being immediately, just the body and the breath coming into harmony. Natural process of healing is assisted massively just by this intentional breath and body coordination. It's good to extend, but slowly and with the breath, it makes it feel good rather than feels like, strong kind of effort, or this kind of pushing effort rather than strong effort. Strong effort's okay. It's just pushing and forcing. Let's do one more either side. Inhaling, nice long line. Exhaling. And one more. Inhaling, exhaling. And then we just sit back on the heels, extend the arms away. Let's get a nice release on the back. Bring the forehead to the ground. Breathing into the nostrils. Long exhale out through the mouth. And you can make that exhale even longer. Really empty, empty, empty all the breath out. As you inhale, feel your wings expanding, the back of the ribs expanding as you breathe out. Feel the release and the softening of the body. Let's come back to all fours. Okay. And we're going to just come into this dynamic cat-cow movement. So again, hands with the fingers spread wide. Don't do yourself out of that contact. Inhaling, lifting the gaze, lifting the chin, opening the chest, shoulders go back. Exhaling, tucking the tailbone under, arching up through the spine. As you come towards the end and your chin's on your chest, you sit back, still breathing out, and then bring the forearms down. So this is a lovely circling movement, breathing in and breathing out. And we're really taking our spine through its range of movement. So that depends on your spine, but we're trying to connect with it as well. So really feeling into this. So you could close your eyes if you want to feel into this. So you're leading with your gaze and your chest as it comes forward. The heart's flying upwards, not just forwards. And then we tuck the tailbone under. Right under, and that ripple goes up through the spine. Then we sit back, so pushing back with the hands, and the forehead almost touches the ground. The nose and the chin and the chest come through quite low. The inhale lifts us up. So the breath is, it's like the breath is moving the body here. And the breath stays in and out through the nostrils. Just notice with the eyes closed how much more connected we can feel with our spine, with our body. Inhaling, feeling this circular motion. It's like a non-stop flowing movement, this circle. Breathing in like the waves of the ocean, with the breath and with the body. Breath and the body like waves of the ocean, moving consistently, smoothly, and with ease, with flow. And sitting back into the heels next time that happens. Bring the forehead to the ground, sweep the hands back into the pose of the child. Backs of the hands on the ground. Let's loosen up the mouth, lips and jaw, loosen up that tension that may be there. Breathing in through the nostrils. And then we make this sound, kind of horsey sound, like it feels nice. It just feels, mouth is nice and freed up. Breathing in. Right to the end of the out breath, and one more time. Good. This gives you another layer of relaxation. Send the arms forwards. And we're going to just come up again into all fours, but we'll take the hands back again, so we're more or less in a tabletop position. And this time we're going to come into a lunge. So you put your weight onto your left hand, and we're going to just lift the right foot off the ground and place it in between the hands there, and then come up into a kneeling position. Okay, so now we're going to come into a crescent moon. So bring the arms up on the inhale, bring the hands together. On the exhale, we're taking the hips forward, but we're taking the hands back. So we get this lovely shape. And we get, really, it's about making this back or this line as long as possible. So the heart is going forwards and upwards. The hips are going forwards. We're opening up the front of that hip. Strong balance. So you're pressing into the back foot and the front foot. And we're helping ourselves stay more central by taking the arms back. Now we bring the hands down either side of the foot. Good. And we start to lengthen this right leg. So we start letting the hips go back here. So we're starting to lengthen. The big toe is staying on the ground, pressing into the ground, and the right hip is reaching backwards to the back of the mat or up into the wall behind. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Yeah. And then we come back up to center again. Good. And I'll bring the hands either side of the foot, they're not there already. Tuck that left toe under and send the right foot back in the plank. Making sure the hands are underneath the chest, not underneath the face. So you're looking at the space just above the hands there. Strong legs, strong body, strong arms. Don't lock the elbows. Keep them nice, the chest nice and open. Good. Stay for another second if you can. And then come down to the ground, lowering with the strength in your arms, or bring the knees down first and lower yourself down. Come on the front of the body. Rest on the front of the body. Arms go back. Turn your head to one side just to give the neck a little rest. Breathing in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Good. So let's come into some back bends. Bring the hands at either side of the face. So your fingers are just in your eye line there. Bring the forehead to the ground. Bring the legs together. We're going to come up into a Sphinx. So make sure that the hands aren't too close to you, or else you're going to hunch your shoulders up. Make sure they're maybe just right at the edge of the mat there. Shoulders down away from the ears. Breathing in, lift the nose, chin, chest. Now we're not pressing into these arms, we're using the back. These are just steadying us. Open the chest, shoulders back, using the back muscles. Try to switch off the buttock, and the best way to do that is to point the toes towards each other. Breathe, breathing deeply. And the expression on the face is the Sphinx, like serene and calm. Yeah, keep using the abdominal muscles to support the back. Breathe. There's a feeling, a sense of the heart going forwards and upwards, rather than just lifting off the ground. It really wants to go upwards, so we were lengthening the front of the body there. One more breath in, lower down slowly, rest on the other side of the head. So we can repeat that, or we can come into a Cobra. So if you want to come into Cobra, you slide the hands back. It's a slightly deeper back bend. We practice it with care, and it should be fine. So your shoulders are down away from your ears again. Bring the legs together, maybe point the toes towards each other. Breathing in, lift the nose, chin, chest. And lift as high as you can using your back, and then lift the chest, pressing into the hands. Keep the elbows tucked in to the sides, otherwise, this can happen. And then what happens, it's very much lost, and we've got a bend in one place in the back. The chest is always coming forwards and lengthening and lifting. And the abdominals are strong. The buttocks aren't being used so much. It's the back, really. Strong abdominals. Breathe. Spreading the fingers wide. Strong arms. Shoulders down away from the ears. Okay, when you want to come out of it, we take the hands, the elbows forward, so you can use now your arms to lay yourself down. Using the strength in your arms, lower yourself down slowly. Rest on the side of the head. And then we're going to just very quickly, because your back will really feel like this is a nice thing to do, is push into the hands. Walk the hands back, sit back into the heels, the arms extended forwards into the pose of the swan. Just feel the whole back getting some ease, length, breathing deeply. Into all those little intercostal muscles, all the spaces, feel the whole spine is getting some attention, some focus of your attention, some breath, some length, some space, some ease. The breath is like a balm to the spine. Okay. So now we're going to come back up, and we're going to bring the left foot forward. On the other side. Good. So this time, breathing in, bringing the hands up, bringing the hands together, and bringing the hips forward and the arms back. So all the time, we're trying to get a sense of evenness. We're not taking all the weight forward here, which is what would be happening if my arms weren't also pulling back as my hips go forwards. Pressing into the back leg, pressing into the front foot as well. So we've got stability in this beautiful, expressive pose. Now bring the hands down, either side of that foot. Tuck that right toe under, coming up onto it. And then we're going to just step forward with that right foot and come into a ragdoll, letting the body hang. Breathing into the nostrils. Now up to the mouth. Just let your whole body hang. Maybe your legs might get a bit of a stretch. The back is getting some release. Breathing into the nostrils. Nice big sigh. To encourage that body
to release. And then when we start to uncurl the spine, keeping the knees bent, leaving the arms heavy, leaving the head heavy, breathing nice and easily and slowly. As you slowly uncurl, come to standing. When you come to standing, just rolling the shoulders, lifting them up, taking them back, dropping them down, bringing them forwards. Yeah, let's do that a couple more times. Yeah, just enjoying that openness that we're starting to feel in the chest and the shoulders. And then we'll go forwards, lifting them up, taking them forwards. Good. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Strong inhale and exhale to support the body. Good. Okay. And let's just come into a release with the half breath. So we're going to stand with the feet hips width apart. Let's invigorate and energize the body by breathing in through the nostrils strongly and then out through the mouth. Arms swing, knees bend. Let's try that again. Breathing in, out through the mouth. Good. Let the arms swing. Let's try that again. Breathing in. Good. We'll do one more just to sweep out any kind of tiredness, any kind of stickiness, any old cobwebs we don't need. And then we'll take the feet shoulder width apart or a bit wider, knees bend, and then we're just going to come into these twists. Let the arms swing with ease. The arms aren't doing anything, they're just kind of heavy. Swinging and moving around the body, bending into the knees as the body faces forward, looking right behind you. If your balance is okay with that, make it very easeful, loosening, liberating. Feel the space around you with the arms as they move with ease around you. And then we'll just take the backs of the hands onto the lower back. Just enjoying that. Going up the back a little bit even. Pelvis, and some buttocks a little bit. I'm going to take that onto the front as well. That little rub there as well. Okay, we'll take that to the heart. So take the fingers there. There, good. Yeah, make some sound. Opening the heart, whole chest area, all those energy points in the center, in the sides, the ribs. Good. And we'll also take that to the face. So we're going to get that jaw a little bit more loose. Get those fingers in the cheeks, just pinching around the jaw. Into the temples. So get those middle finger off, or the three middle fingers can go into the temples, into that little dip there. Just easing and creating a bit of space, stimulating. Now let's take it right into a good shampoo. The whole skull is getting a good shampoo. Get those fingers kind of just digging in. Oh yeah, you can feel a little bit of energy, feel some sparks, feel the brightness like we're shining up the skull. Yeah, feels better. Breathe with that. Don't hold your breath. Good. Okay, let's just come into a little bit of coordination. So we're going to meet the left knee with the right hand, and we're going to do the opposite. So you can move at the pace you feel is good for you today. So it could be mid-pace. It could be really slow. Letting these arms move. Actually, that could be a bit more challenging sometimes. So it's good to change things. If you always go fast, maybe try slow, and vice versa. You can make it really very peppy, bright. Kind of, yeah, as soon as I did that, it made me feel a little bit, put a smile on my face. Then you can just change it as well. Okay, then we're going to extend the leg and meet it with the opposite hand. And just get the legs a bit more lively. Wake up the legs, get the hips moving a little bit. Breathing all the time. Repatterning the energy with these cross-lateral movements. So great. Take the leg out to the side and the opposite arm over the head. And we make this lovely circling motion with the arms. Breathe. Standing nice and tall. Really long in the body. Breathe all the time. Shifting the weight from foot to foot. So we're starting to get a little bit of balance in here. And breathing. Okay, we'll do one more. Let's put the silly one on the end, because that's going to make us feel a bit brighter. So we're standing on the ball of the right foot, take the left foot behind, give it a little tap, and the other arm goes over the head at the same time. And smile and enjoy. Let's little dance. Good. Good. It's good to have fun and enjoy ourselves. Okay. We're going to just come into standing for a second. I'm coming sideways because we're going to come into some half center loops, but I think it'd be good to just stand for a second in Tadasana. So just checking your feet, lifting the toes, placing them down, lifting the heels, placing them down. Feet are evenly spaced, hips width apart. So feel the weight is even between the feet. And then feel a sense of the weight being even between the front and the back of the foot. So you might want to just shift around and find and feel the ground with your feet. And then key part of the body, just tilting the pelvis slightly forwards. And if you feel your thighs engage and your abdominals start to kick in a little bit, nice soft knees, then you'll be getting that position a lot more lively and upright. And so from there, you want to lift the chest, so it's lengthening the waist, lengthening the front of the body here. And as the chest lifts, the shoulders can sit that back. So we've got this lovely opening in the front of the shoulders, back of the neck is nice and long, chin tucked in. So really feel that everything is lengthening up, almost from the hips or belly button up. Everything is lifting away from the hips, and the feet are sinking down from the hips. So this middle section, everything is moving in opposite directions. Fingers are almost reaching down to the ground, soft knees. Feel the head is even on top of the spine. Maybe just tilting it one way and the other, finding that central position. Close the eyes for a second. Just feel your whole body. Feel your connection with the ground, with the earth. Feel the steadiness. And feel how your body is balancing all the time, finding its way. Constantly moving, constantly adjusting. Good. And open your eyes. So let's come into these half center loops. Let's get that energy moving around now. We've gathered it up. Hands to the heart center. Breathe in. As you breathe out, point the fingers down to the earth. Breathing in. Lift the arms up. Bring the hands together. Then turn the hands. Bend the knees. Chest comes forward. Strong belly here. Fingertips come to the ground. Breathing in, hands come to the knees, open the chest. Breathing out, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot, breathing in. Lift up, lengthen, breathing out. Yeah, it's so good to breathe. Full in-breath as you reach up. It's just like the arms move with the power of the breath, breathing in. The chest opens with that inhale and the exhale coming down. Maybe the hands are flattening towards the ground. Bend the knees a lot, breathing in. Reach up, breathing out, arms coming down. Inhale. Look up, breathing out, leading with the chest, leading with the heart. It's diving into the ground. Fingertips, breathing in. Straight back, arms and legs, breathing out, straight legs, forward bend, looking down at the ground between the toes. Bend the knees a lot, the eyes lift up, the inhale, it's strong. And exhale, soft. Inhale. Exhale, arms coming down, chest coming forward, shoulders going back, fingertips, breathing in, heart coming forwards, eyes coming forwards, breathing out, forward bend, eyes going to the ground, bend the knees a lot, eyes going up, and breathing out. Let's do a couple more of these. We're going to go faster a bit. Breathing in, breathing out, diving down, fingertips on the ground, breathing in, look forwards, open the heart, breathing out, forward bend the knees a lot, breathing in, scoop up, breathing out. Breathing in, lift up, breathing out, diving down. Breathing in, straighten the legs, arms back. Breathing out, forward bend, straight legs, breathing in. Swoop up, breathing in, breathing out. Last one. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, look forwards. Breathing out, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot, breathing in. Push up through the feet. Feel your power in your legs. And breathing out, lower the arms down. So we're nice and warm. And balanced and centered is coming, hopefully. Good. Let's now I found a bit of balance. Let's come into a tree balance. So put the weight onto the left foot, find a point for your eyes to focus, a still point, and soften. Keep that softness rather than coming into balance, sort of rigid. Bend that left knee, breathe, and find the place for your right foot to go on the inside of the leg. It could even be with the toes on the ground, on the calf, not on the knee, or high on the thigh. Press firmly and press that thigh back. Open up the hip to the sides. Good. Breathe in, lift the arms up, bring the hands together. We'll bring the hands together and keep them above the head just to see this nice feeling, making this little circle around our head, like a little protective bubble, if you like, protecting our mind. Pressing the hands together, pressing also the foot and the legs together. Almost a sense of pushing the foot into the ground, the roots going down rather than gripping. Different sensation. Let yourself move and wobble. Focus your eyes, breathe. One more breath in. Reach up, breathing out. The arms are coming down. See if you can stay still or stay in the balance whilst moving. And then lift the right knee. Give it a squeeze and lower it down slowly to the ground. And we're going to give the knees a little shake, keep the feet on the ground. Yeah. Maybe let that come into the hips a bit and the shoulders. Yeah, good. Weight on the right foot, bend that right knee. So soft, soft, soft. Breathe. Place the foot, the same as you did the other side. Press firmly back with that thigh. Open up the knee, open up the hip. Lift the chest away, breathing in, lift the arms up. Bring the hands together, bring them into the heart center this time. We press them together. So it's lovely kind of semi-mirroring these, the foot here pressing to the center line, the hands pressing to the center line, the thread from the top of the head reaching up into the universe, the roots going down from the sole of the foot. So we've got these points of focus. Very focusing and calming when the breath is soft, mind is steady, focused. Good. It's one pointed focus. Breathe. Let's come out of this by breathing in. See if you can maintain your balance as you move. Breathing out, the arms come down. Slowly, softly. Catch hold of the left knee. Lift it up and lower it down slowly. And again, we'll give it a little shake through the body. So we're going to shake the knees, shake the hips, shake the shoulders. The hands are also shaking. And we're going to shake the breath a little bit. Reset everything. Good. Okay, let's take the feet wide. So we're going to just come into this position nice and wide with the feet turned out at a slight angle. So when you bend your knees, you can, it's wide enough so that your knees are just kind of hovering above your ankles, but it's also not so wide that it's a strain, you're losing contact with the ground. This is about the ground, getting some energy from the ground. So we bring the hands together, lift the chest towards the hands and bending the knees out to the sides, nice and wide there, keeping that integrity here with the back and the abdominals. Breathing in and out as we come up and down. Inhale, lift up, push up through the feet. Exhale, see if you can come really low down there. Strong in that pelvic floor. The Mula Bandha, drawing up that strength there, connecting that with the earth. This is earth energy. Mula Bandha. Good. Breathe. Feel that earth power. Lifting up as you inhale, exhaling, sinking. Come up again. Now let's bring into, we've already done some roaring, but I feel like it's maybe we do a bit more roaring, expressing ourselves with the goddess. Breathing in. Good. We'll just do 3 of these, okay? So it's really a nice square, angular fingers and arms, and the same with the knees as you come into that, rasping as the tongue comes out the mouth and the eyes really wide. Breathing in. Good. Coming back. Gather yourself for this final time. Breathing in. Good. Now we're just going to point the toes forwards, feet are parallel. interlink the fingers together behind the back. Let the hands rest on the back, breathing in, open the chest, look up, breathing out, coming into a forward bend, letting the arms rest on the back there. Strong legs, strong back, breathing in and out the whole time. And then let the arms come away from the back, coming over the body. Let the head hang. And just feel the weight of the arms doing the work here. Breathe. In and out through the nostrils. Feel that space coming into that shoulder, into both shoulders, into the chest, and the upper back with that breath. Now bring the hands still interlinked to the center of the back and just draw a circle clockwise, softly and smoothly there. Nice circle, circling motion. Soften the knees there if they're not already, and then rotate, do that circle in the opposite direction, and then slowly uncurl, keeping the knees bent, come up to standing. Okay. Put the hands together. I'm going to just shake them off there. Bring the feet together, and we're going to come into Warrior One. So come to the back of your mat. Put the weight onto the left foot and take a big step forward with the right. Get both hips facing forwards here. So nice and strong here. Feel the weight is even between the 2 feet. Breathing in, lift the arms up. The palms are pointing towards each other and they're above the head. Shoulders are down and they're also out of your line of vision, your arms, if you can really pull them back here. Open chest, breathing in. Breathing out, bending into the right knee. As the right knee comes forward, you're pushing into the left heel. So it's even weight between the feet. So it's very stable, strong. Look up at the space between the hands and see how that feels. If that's okay for you, just see if you can maintain that. It's going to be an extra layer of challenge for your balance there. Breathe deeply. Feel the feet are anchored. Ungrip the toes. Keep thinking about the hips being even and centered. Right hip back, left hip forwards. Strong back leg, keep pushing into that back heel. Come up on the inhale, lower the arms on the exhale. We'll come into a forward bend over this leg. Okay. So you can either come with straight arms, so long back, or you can hold on to the back if you feel you need some extra support. Inhaling, exhaling, soften that right knee. Coming forwards over just to slow that down. Bring the fingertips to the ground, either side of that foot. Make connection with the ground, looking at the toes there. Then start lengthening this right leg. Push the big toe into the ground, lifting the right hip away and up into the ceiling. Gradually bringing the body closer down towards the leg as you lengthen it. So both directions lengthening rather than just flattening or straightening. No pushing required, it's all about lengthening. And the breath, that constant anchor, that constant ally, the breath is always alongside. So really bring it alongside. Bring it closer. Now bend into the right knee, walk the hands up the leg. Bend into the right knee a bit more so you can step back. Let's get the weight onto the right foot, take a big step forward to the left. Now get the hips level, so right hip forward, left hip back. Strong legs. Again, Mula Bandha, the pelvic floor is really useful in any of these standing poses. Really gives that extra support and stability here. Now breathe in, lift the arms up. Bring the hands above the head, space between the hands, shoulders down, back, the arms back away from your vision, and breathing out, bending into that left knee. As the left knee comes forward and it hovers above the ankle, making sure it's not rolling in. You can see the big toe on the inside of that knee. You're also pressing into that right foot. So even kind of effort, if you like. It's a strong dynamic. It's a strong posture. So you're extending the arms up through the elbows. It's really reaching to the ceiling whilst also keeping the shoulders down away from the ears. So we've got very strong, intentional pose here. Breathe. The connection between the sky and the earth, the heaven and the earth here, earth, grounded feet, not gripping, and reaching up to the heavens. Good. Come up on the inhale. Lower the arms on the exhale. You can really feel the legs now. So we're going to come again into this forward bend. So either extending or holding the back on the inhale. Coming over this leg, soften the left knee as you're coming down over it. Make contact with the ground. So however much you need to bend that knee, that's fine. And then start lengthening the left leg. Push the big toe into the ground. It's going one direction. The other end of that line, that dynamic, is the left hip going up to the ceiling. Let the body slowly relax down towards the leg. Breathe deeply. Breathing in and breathing out, emptying everything out. One more breath in and out. Empty out. Now bend the knee, left knee, and walk the hands up the leg. Come to standing, bending the left knee a lot so you can spring back. Okay. So we're going to have a little squat now just to release these legs. Coming down into a squat. It's going to feel good there. So if your heels are off the ground, put something underneath them. Block, blanket, cushion, box, even anything. And we're just going to let the hands rest on the ground. Put the backs of the hands on the ground. Rest and let the head fall forwards. Releasing the head. Really see if you can feel the weight of the head hanging. And increase that release by breathing out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nostrils and out through the mouth. Come back up, lifting the head up. Bring the hands to center, left hand in the center. As you inhale, feel that inhale, the breath is lifting the right fingertips to the ceiling, watching that hand, rotating the wrist to the right, or clockwise rather, making that a lovely big slow movement and paying attention to that. Your mind is focused just on that, and then we rotate the other direction, anti-clockwise, and then we bring that hand, still moving, still rotating, in the wrist to the ground. That nice lengthening of the arms. Breathing in, look up at the left hand as it lifts up. You hardly even notice that effort. And then we're rotating it around clockwise. Nice big movement of the wrist. See how much movement you can get in there. Yeah. And then the other direction, anti-clockwise. Still watching the hand, paying attention to it. Paying attention to the movement, how that feels, the whole arm as it comes down to the ground. Good. So we're going to push into the hands, come into a ragdoll. Briefly come up. So just so we can enjoy the feeling of unraveling the spine. So let the arms hang heavy. Breathe in through nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Knees are bent. And slowly lift from the base of the spine. Keep the knees bent the whole time. Leave the arms heavy, leave the head heavy. We're going to slowly rebuild the spine, creating lots of space. Feel the whole body is re-energized. A little bit of balance in there. Yeah, roll the shoulders back. Good. And maybe take a little back bend here in between. So give the back a little rub. Just a good excuse to give the back a little rub there. Fingers pointing down. Bring the elbows together. Shoulders back and down. Bend the knees. Take the hips forwards. This is a good one to do every so often. You know, sitting at a desk or sitting at a computer. Just every now and again, get up. Come into this little back bend, supported, opening the front of the hips. Use the inhale to come back up and release. I'm going to come down to the ground. So I'm going to come into a squat. Breathing in, lift the arms in front of you. Make sure the feet are hips width apart, parallel. And breathing out, the bottom's going back, the arms are coming forward. Strong belly. Breathing in and out the whole time. Take your time. Keep breathing in and out. That constant breath supports the movement until your body is on the ground. Catch yourself, bounce your knees up and down. Yeah. I'm just enjoying the legs. Give them a little rub there. They've worked hard today. We're going to come into a seated forward bend. So bring the legs together, toes pointing towards the ceiling. Let's take that fleshy part back a little bit, or shuffle back. Lift the chest. Breathing in, lift the arms. Look at the back of the hands. Take the chest forwards.
Good. So the chest is lifted and going forwards. Front of the body is getting long. And we take the hands to the ground or to the feet, or take the first two fingers hooking around the big toes, as long as we're not in this position. Try and really find the quality of a long spine. You'll feel that in your hamstrings as well. This is a great posture practice for creating more length in the hamstrings, because it's also the thighs are working hard as well. So the front and the back of the thighs are working together, balanced, mutually supportive. Chest is coming forwards. Come away a little bit from the legs, breathing in. Open the chest, breathing out. Long, slow out breath. See what the body gives to you at the end of a very long out breath. Yeah, there's a little bit more space. Couple more breaths here. And then breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, lower the arms down. We'll come into a tabletop, so put the feet on the ground. Breathing in, lift the hips high. Hold there for a couple of breaths. Breathing in, breathing out. So again, evening things out, balancing things out. And breathing out, lower down. Stretch the legs away. And we're going to lay the body down. So slowly keep that contact between the fingers, hand to the toes, or this kind of them wanting the fingers wanting to get to the toes, but we're rolling the spine down. Keep breathing in and out through the nostrils and lay the spine down. Good. Once you're laid down, breathe in through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. And the knees, and hug the knees. Let's draw a circle. So hands on top of the kneecaps. We're just going to draw a circle with the knees, breathing in as your knees go away, breathing out as you pull them into the body. And just enjoying this slow, easeful movement. Breathing in and breathing out. And change direction. If you want to, you can do this without the hands. If you need a bigger circle, keeping the hands there just supports and also keeps that distance and keeps the circle a certain size. So you can play around with that if you want to. And then we're going to bring the knees in again. We're going to draw some circles for the hips. So knees are into the body, close together. Now inhaling, take the knees away. Exhaling, let the knees fall away to the sides and back into the body. Breathing in and breathing out. And again, at this point, you don't need to see anything. You can just close your eyes, feel into this. And the key point here is as you come forward, inhaling, as you exhale, the knees fall out. See if you can just take a little bit longer to give the weight. So you get that release in the hips. It's going to feel really good. Because often we're holding, we're holding them, and it just needs a bit more time to soften. It's like the hips have to kind of trust that we're not going to push them around, and we're just going to give them a bit of breath and a bit of time and go, okay, yeah, I'm relaxing, the weight's falling out to the sides. Amazing how much more space is made available to us. And then we'll try the other direction. So this time, starting with the knees away, bringing them in as you breathe out and opening in the other direction. So the knees are moving in two separate circles, and we're just rotating and getting a bit of fluidity into the hip joint, giving it a bit of balm again, a bit of love, a bit of attention. Breathing in and out, easing out any aches and pains, balancing out the energies. And hug the knees again, extend the legs and arms to the ceiling, rotate the wrists and ankles all at the same time. Just enjoy the lightness of the legs once they're elevated like that. And rotating in the opposite direction. Good. And then hug the knees once more. Place the soles of the feet on the ground, close to the buttocks. Hips width apart, so make sure the feet are parallel, close as you can to the buttocks.
And bring the hands flat down either side, chin tucked in, tightens the chest. As you inhale, you're going to lift the hips off the ground. And as you exhale, you're going to roll the spine down. So this is just, think of this as a kind of softening and calming and connecting with the spinal column, calming the nervous system. This is a beautiful, simple practice, this moving bridge. Lots of things that you can focus your mind on, really making sure that your knees are staying a level distance apart, neither splaying out or coming together. You can also really focus on that rolling down, each little vertebrae reaching the ground one after the other. Also feeling that movement in the abdominals, how it has to work, how the abdominals have to be strong and flexible to do that. Also thinking about opening the front of the body, the knees going away from you, the chest coming towards the chin rather. Keeping the back of the neck really long and exposed to the ground. So just enjoy that rolling motion, rolling up, inhaling, expansive, rolling down onto the earth. It's the last one. Inhaling. And then exhaling, rolling slowly as you can down each little vertebrae, getting that moment. And again, hug the knees. Have a rock side to side now. Breathe. There's the soles on the ground. Slide them away slightly. And we'll actually keep the feet together, sides of the feet together. But make sure there's space between the buttocks and the feet. We're going to come into a lying twist just to finish. Arms out to the side, palms flat down, breathe in. Through the nostrils, breathing out, let the knees fall over to the left and the head go over to the right. So the sides of the feet stay together, like one big foot, if you like. And then the inhale, you lift the knees to center, lift the head to center. On the exhale, the knees come down to the right, the head goes over to the left. Close your eyes so you can feel. Feel this experience. What is the inner experience of this? How does the body feel with this movement? Inhaling and exhaling. Whichever way the knees go, the head goes in the other direction. Making that out breath a little bit longer so the body's got a little bit longer to twist and release. So just bringing ease to the spinal column through this lovely twist. Whilst also by bringing ease and just kind of releasing any tension that's there, also energizing, creating that lovely flow of energy, ease. And then last one, bringing the knees to center, head to center, bringing the hands back into the body. And you can either stretch the legs out, we'll have a line Shavasana, but if you want to put your hands on your body, it feels like it needs a bit more holding, and place them wherever you want to on your body. Whatever feels most natural to you. And we're going to lie for a couple of minutes in relaxation in Shavasana. Breath into the nostrils. You can breathe into the hands, down the body, and breathing out through the mouth. Feel that releasing and softening, giving yourself energy. Feel that giving yourself that balm. You feel the body breathing. You feel the movement of the body as the air comes in and out. Breath coming in and out through the nostrils. Just watching, enjoying the feeling of the body softening and relaxing. When the body is relaxed and the body softens, when it sinks into the ground, it can be replenished, nourished, healed. So we're giving our body to the healing. Completely relax and let go.
short but sweet relaxation, I hope. At the end of our practice now. Start to wake the body up, start to move the body, start to breathe a little deeper, stretch and move, roll around on the floor, hug the knees. Yeah. Wake the body up, breathe a little deeper. Yeah. Just notice how you feel now. We did a little check-in at the beginning when we were seated. How we felt physically, mentally, energetically, emotionally. How do I feel now? Is it different? And then we come to seated. We have a look at this body. How does the body feel now? Acknowledge it, give it a little rub. Rubbing the back, and the shoulders, rubbing the chest, face, head. Maybe giving the ears a little pull there. Yeah, whatever feels good. Rub the hands together. Take a little bit of fire, energy between the palms of the hands. Extra heat for a rainy day. And place the hands on the heart. One palm on top of the other. Close the eyes and bring to mind your sankalpa, your intention. You can see the words, say them to yourself, feel the feeling that those words give you. And say that a few times to yourself. Take it deep into your heart. Good. Namaste. Thank you so much for your practice, for being here.